Morning, everyone, or good afternoon. I was journaling last night and this morning, and I was just horrified of the day I had yesterday, and I'm disappointed in myself, honestly. But I will brush it off and get ready for today. Yesterday, I was right all along about all the trades. I was just unable to execute. Frustrating, but yeah. No, by mistake. Okay, so let's look at today's. So here on the daily, we took this February 18th high, and all-time highs is close to 869. We're gonna try to chase that today. We see we have a small correction over here. Even the standard deviation is like within range with the all-time high. Our intention is to reach all-time highs. However, I might see a reason why we can trick some people, but I don't believe that's gonna happen. Right now, as you can see, we're trading inside this fair value gap on the 1 hour. We're touching the Asian range. And yeah, exactly. We touched the midnight, but we don't take the Asian range. And that's normal because we've been very bullish. It's incredible the fact that we've been so bullish for the past week. However, we did not capitalize on it. Partly because of me, and mostly because of me and the way I executed, but we also had some difficult days to trade. Had I been trading on the 1 hour only and hold overnight, for example, this one, have a sweep for liquidity, taking the Asian lows, trading inside this fair value gap 1 hour, you just buy it and you hold it. You buy it here, you have a stop loss at 417. Once you take this high, you move to break even and you just let it run. But yeah, I cannot hold overnight on this account. I'm not trying to blame. I'm just saying we're trying to build this account and we need small trades. And it's not easy because I haven't been putting size because the market has been very fickle and it's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, it's a broker rule because we're trying, guys, we need to be aware of the fact that we're trying to build an account starting from $500 with small margin. Right now, the maximum I can purchase is 3 micro contracts. And that's not a lot. In order for me to hold overnight, I need to have for NASDAQ, micro NASDAQ, I need to have $300 per micro to hold overnight. So for me, in order to hold 2 or 3 micros, I need $900 to 1,000. So we cannot do that. And it is what it is. But it's okay. We stay positive. We're very consistent in terms of bias and where we're heading. So this shall pass too. Yep. It's a different type of pressure, I'll be honest, since I started the challenge for live account. I used to execute a lot more trades in terms of like, I was not looking so much for certainty and I was looking for confirmations on a lot of trades, and I was holding more every time I had a profitable trade, I was waiting for the final target. Meanwhile, on this one, I'm taking a lot of like small losses, small wins, and my win rate is very low. It's like 45%. So yeah, the reason why we're in drawdown as well. But I'm adjusting everything, and we're gonna have to get ready because September onwards we might have a lot of volatility coming due to GDP, due to political, socio-economically political reasons. So yeah. That's the reason why I started journaling in a different way. Right now I have like a Google Sheets and I'm typing formulas and I'm trying to see my probability. For example, how did one day reacted? Did we sweep below the Asian highs or lows? Like I'm looking into that, and I'm looking into that within my trades as well. I have, for example, I have added every time I enter the trade, was I below or above the 8:30 open? What about the midnight? What about Asia? So yeah, I will keep in mind. Thank you for the tip. I will keep in mind, and I'm gonna add for Asian highs and lows as well. I'm gonna start tracking, but I'll try to see if I can write a script in Python. I know a bit of that, and maybe I can just extract the API from my current broker, basically the market data, and do everything automatically so I don't have to do it manually by myself and get all these probabilities. I have also ChatGPT, so that's gonna help me. Yeah. I can download the API on some market data, and then we shall see. Yeah, exactly. I like this fair value gap over here. However, we took all this liquidity and we have relative equal lows here as well, and we have the Asian lows. So we've been very bullish, but we took a daily high. So there is a chance we're not going to attack all-time highs today, or maybe they just want to dig a bit deeper and then attack the Asian highs during the PM session. So I'm very neutral. Meanwhile, we can see the price stagnating before the open inside this CB. So as much as I would like to short right now, I know, let me check, in 7 minutes we're gonna have the open. So 7:35. So I would have to risk 30, and then I cannot push 3 contracts on a future potential trade. So let me see. We're trading inside this 1 hour fair value gap as well. Tricky. We're between midnight and 8:30 open. Yeah, I will check. I will ask ChatGPT if there are any type of services that is gonna make my life easy, and I will try also to write a script in Python. $17.35, so I'm gonna risk 40. I would like to short this one, I'll be honest. It's on my mind. Very interesting. Can you notice the fact that on mini versus micro, this was not registered? The 5 minute candle at 9:15. The only thing we can see is just a correction in order to manipulate the price to go higher. We're close to all-time highs. We're not thinking of shorting just because we believe we're going to be bearish for the day. I'm trying to anticipate maybe they have a bigger move, a bigger correction at the open. They're going to take the Asian lows and 687, and then we move higher. That would be the only reason I'm considering this. The only reason. But I already don't like my attitude towards it because I become impatient, and this is something that happened yesterday as well. So I need to fix that. There is a probability we can have a thank God this Friday as well. Okay, let's risk it. I would not encourage you for you to try it because at the open we can get smoked. So I'm trying to see 735 and 50. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna go higher. So the only reason I tried shorting is because we kept on finding ourselves in the mid half of this fair value gap. So I really do believe it's building to go higher. This is just a short-term correction, but I will allow it the probability. Uh, and yeah, our target would be Asian lows, 660, and that's about it. I like the reaction of this candle. We've been bullish all week, so a small correction on the daily I don't think is going to affect the overall trend. So, yeah. We left relative equal highs over here. For some reason, the micro and mini, they're not very coordinated. They're not in tandem. So we have a lot of inconsistencies between them. So be mindful of that as well, that here we have relative equal highs, as you can see right here. So the open might take them out. That's why I'm not moving my stop loss. Let's see. Let me check this. Yes. Yes, it's going lower. Ideal open 686 is the next target. We're touching midnight now. Inconsistency with E-mini again. Let me place my targets before 660. 5. Moving to break even. We just touched 686, so if that was the target, I don't want to lose more on this trade. I'll be willing to hold, even though I feel the need to close the trade. I believe that was it. But yeah, expected. We left relative equal highs over here, so we couldn't take advantage. We're out. My TP was 660 or 686. I couldn't take a partial, so yeah. This is the first presentation for Valley Gap as well. We don't want to take it lower now. It's very probable. It's still probable for us to go lower because we're still inside the CB until we take 735. We can still go low. I just didn't want to risk it because I believe we're close to all-time highs. So yeah, I'll be patient. Yeah, we created three equal highs, so I didn't know how the price is gonna react to that, to be honest. I'm thinking about buy this relative this first presentation fair value gap. I'm gonna wait a bit. So yeah, as I said, it can still happen. So it's Friday, so the price action is not gonna be ideal either. Right now, I'm thinking about shorting this, but price is too fickle. Looks like a very difficult morning. Let's consider this buy. Profit target here. Basically, I'm buying this inversion fair value gap and the first presentation fair value gap as well. If we have a fair value gap higher, I will consider adding. Let's see. 871 is all-time high, so This candle is gonna close green. I'm gonna add another one and I'm gonna move my stop loss below this low. However, we need to wait a bit because yeah, the price is not ideal right now. Let's place our stop loss here. I like this buy actually better on ES. I'm not risking a lot with two contracts. Let's see if that works. Like this. In these market conditions, to be honest, I like trading Nasdaq, ES better. Yeah, if we broke above here, I'm gonna add some more on ES. Nasdaq is a bit too uncertain. There's something I don't like about the Nasdaq, so I'm thinking about closing it and just trading ES. I just want to wait for this 5 minute on the 1 minute candle as well. We have 10 o'clock news as well. I don't want to be caught on the Nasdaq at 10 o'clock. We want to see speed. We want to attack these relative equal highs over here first. With speed, we move to break even. And I want to manage my ES trade a bit. Moving a bit the stop loss. This high is very important. We need to run through both of them. Uh, Minimizing my risk just in case we have a sharp movement lower. I want for this inversion fair value gap basically to support my thesis. On ES we're doing great, so ES is already halfway there since we placed our position. Meanwhile, Nasdaq is just playing with us. Just so you understand. ES is doing amazing. It's carrying all the weight. Has been the better pair these days. That's no problem. If I see the ES taking the daily high, I'm gonna push some buttons for Nasdaq as well. Yeah, ES is just going. As you can see, if you can look at my profit here, I'm plus $80. There you go. Let's move to break even. Free trade over here. This is a 15-minute fair value gap. I don't like the fact that we have three highs formed here. I don't want a reversal right now. The next 5 minutes are crucial. Yes, it's just running. Yes, almost took the 830 high. It took the 830 high actually. We're gonna see speed coming on Nasdaq. Once we take these two relative equal highs, I'm moving to break even the Nasdaq. We're 3 pips away from our target on ES. There you go. Look at this beautiful. Yes, is running. Moving our stop loss. Build on yes. Nasdaq is lazy. Just in case I want to leave some relative equal highs. I'm happy with 100 here. We're touching 830. I'm gonna wait this 1 minute candle and I'm gonna close. Most probably. Let me actually move this one here. I wanna cover. We're close to all-time highs. I don't believe we're gonna flip now. We're out. Throw $200, $213. Kind of regret I did not keep the ES open. ES is running, like running. Beautiful setup on ES. We should have just added more here. Just, it's amazing fair value gap. After we sweep the lows, you buy here and you keep some here, and also for the all-time highs. It's just amazing. Amazing. We were not ready. I was not ready for today. Mentally, because of how we have struggled for the past few days, I did not go all in, but still I added more contracts. We traded 3 micros instead of 1. We made $220. It's a good day. It's a good day. I'll take it. I'll take the small wins, and I'm gonna be ready for the next week. Next week we're not gonna trade on Friday because it's a bank holidays. It's July 4th, US national holiday. And we're gonna have FOMC, we're gonna have non-farm payroll on Thursday. Most probably I will stream, but I don't believe I'm gonna trade. I don't like trading non-farm payroll, and I don't like trading with a live account either during those days. But I will stream. I will be present. We can paper trade together. And yeah, in terms of what happened today, I don't believe we should buy this and reach for all-time highs. Now, to be honest, this is a fair value gap. ES is very bullish already, so it looks like it wants to run there. We are very close to it. But I don't like buying fair value gaps after the high. So, yeah. If it's gonna run, it's gonna run without us. We can watch it. I'll stay a bit longer. It's just 10 o'clock. We have not started. We have not been streaming for too long. So yeah, let's see how price is reacting at all-time highs. Yes, we did $212. Half of our account, even more. What was that? 70% of our account we made in one day. Yeah, this thing is gonna run, guys. How are you? Have you replicated? Did you copy the trade? And please, if possible, you have the time, try to comment and like my last video. I'm gonna start posting every 4 days from now on in order to grow the community. I have noticed that regardless of how much we stream, we cannot grow the community. So yeah, I'm gonna need some help from you and some help from the algorithm in itself as well. And I'm gonna start posting more often. But yeah, thank you for being here. It helps me a lot. And you're seeing literally the grind, the struggle of growing a live account instead of the funded account. Right now, we would have just had like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 profit on a prop firm for sure. But yeah, you're gonna see your YouTube being flooded with a lot of wins today, for sure. That's amazing. What's your account balance status like? I wish I had it more, sir. Look at this one. So as the price was trading and I was very much looking at Nasdaq, I was like, I should buy here. And then I saw this inefficiency being touched. I was like, I should buy here. And then it just started running. And I was like, too late for me. But beautiful. Should have added more. Sorry, if you're trading evals, you should have added more. Double the size and you would have been already. You would have passed already. Eval prop firm account. Basically, it's a challenge. You need to pass 8%. And basically, he needs $800 and today he made 300. So. Let's look at the S. This is a buy. Here you buy this and this, but yeah, it's too much. Well, I understand. And we had a lot of bad days and no consistency, so I understand why. Maybe price action will be better coming. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Now, we're gonna reach all-time highs. I have some concerns regarding that. As you noticed, price has been very bullish for the past few days, only green candles. This is going to be very difficult to trade later on because these are a lot of inefficiencies, and price at the all-time highs is very tricky to trade because you're going to have a lot of consolidation until we come back down, and you don't know how much the price is going to be pushed. There is a lot of uncertainty at all-time highs. So yeah, today was an amazing day to just hold. Yeah, for sure. But what's important for me right now, it's not only size, but also consistency and friendly price action, not like what we've been having for the past few weeks. Now it's looking better. But as I said, after all-time highs, if the price is not going to run too much, we're going to have a lot of consolidation. So we're going to have to preserve our capital. Well, yesterday we had a pure example, and let's go back to yesterday and what I did wrong, because I did a lot of things wrong yesterday. So we shorted here, we had a small target here. I could have just hold the trade and close it in profit at least. I didn't. Here I could have just bought this first. It wasn't the first presentation actually. Yeah, it was the first presentation. I can just buy it, place. Like, this is something I do a lot of times. I didn't do. And then I buy here, I close. I buy here, I close. The price was moving higher. I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy. So I bought here, which was already like a bad entry. And instead of placing my stop loss here, or at least here, I was like, no, I'm greedy. I want to go for 660. Instead of just taking the win and wait for the price to see what's going to do, if it's going to do something in my favor. I was like, no, I'm greedy. I want the money. I want to get out of this 500. I want to make 1000. And this is all running through my head. And then I'm like, we have people watching and I'm not consistent and I'm beating myself up for it. So all these thoughts going running through my head. It's just, now I feel a lot better. But see, not being disciplined in one day can ruin the next week, because had I been disciplined yesterday, I would have been already on a high. I was like having my account at 500. Today I would be full size here. Today I would be profiting a lot. I already did 200, but I would have gone double at least. So that's why it's very important to stay disciplined, and that's why I want to talk about it, and it's a reminder to myself as well. That's why I want to talk to you about it, because then it's kind of like I'm making a promise to you, and I need to hold myself accountable, not just to myself, but also to people that watch me. So very important. Very important. Discipline is very important, regardless if it's a $3 win or a 6,000 win. I still need to take them. And basically trade by the book, not just on instinct and greediness. Yeah, I don't see much happening today other than reaching all-time highs. We are basically 60 points away, which is nothing. Can be done. And they're gonna do it. Be mindful of that. We can just not participate anymore because of what I just said. Reversal at all-time highs. No, don't think about that. You know how much liquidity is at all-time highs? We're talking like a lot of buy orders, people shorting. Believe me, they are sweating their pants right now. Let's look at the 1 hour, like, look how close it is. Imagine being short because you shorted here and whatever, and now, like, no. Reversals at all-time highs are no. A big no. You can never guess the bottom, you can never guess the top. That's a rule that I stick by, and everyone should as well. Intraday, yes, but you're not talking about the top of the market. Look at this strong 1 week candle. So yeah, don't consider it. Bear in mind, we're gonna reach all-time highs because we already did reach on indexes. If you type on your charts QQQ, which is basically the ETF of Nasdaq, we already reached all-time highs, guys. So, and we are way past that. And if you're curious how strong that's gonna be, plus 1.7% above all-time highs were on the. So yeah, don't try to guess the tops. This is a tip for you, future reference. Always check the ETFs as well. Yeah. Right here, we're trading future contracts. This is the heartbeat of the economy, but you have ETFs. ETFs are being bought by people with life savings and through Vanguard and BlackRock and whatever. Like, you know, there are a lot of books that are encouraging you to buy indexes and hold them till forever because you're gonna get a 7.5 return on average annually. This is what they mean. You buy those ETFs. Those ETFs are being constructed or built by companies like Vanguard, BlackRock. Which one is the other one? There is another big one. I don't remember. I don't have it in mind, but still, yeah. Futures and indexes, ETFs, they are same, but a bit different. They represent the same ticker, and they compile the same companies as the futures. It's just they are traded differently. They are connected, but they are traded differently. The price action, the price in itself is different. Sometimes you have SMT, as you have from, let me show you. So this is the future contract, and this is the ETF. See how many ETFs you have right here? Like different companies, different brokers. But yeah, this is from the Nasdaq in itself, and is the most trustworthy one because it's basically offered by the company Nasdaq. It's in case you didn't know, Nasdaq it's also a public traded company. And can you see the SMT? This is lower, this is higher, this is higher, this is lower. You have SMT. But yeah. And see right here it's 549 the price, and this is 22,000. And now I'm curious. I want to see if I provided the best explanation to you. What's the difference between future and ETFs? Oh, last ChatGPT. We live in the era of communication. Nah, yes and no. But yeah, I agree in that regard. I don't know. Did we have the same thing with ES? The all-time highs? No, we didn't. Same. My poor dog, he has a belly ache. I can hear his belly. He's not in the best of places. So, a short lesson. The ETFs, QQQ index, and Nasdaq 100 futures, they differ in structure, trading mechanics, risk, and use cases. The futures are trading on CME, which is Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and QQQ, it's an exchange traded fund. So every broker has its own liquidity and price when you trade it. What else? Futures is more leveraged than the ETF. What else? Trading hours for QQQ, you have like a stock, they're traded like a stock, so they halt at 4 p.m. completely. You have 1 hour after hour trading, but that's it. Futures, they go from 6 o'clock until 5 o'clock, so you have only 1 hour. Also, QQQ, they pay dividends. As I said, they're traded like a stock, so they're gonna pay dividends. Seeing this one, yes, and I'm asking myself if I buy now, it's place my stop loss here. We're risking only $20 or less. And the all-time high is at, well, highly optimistic what I'm saying right now, but let's try it. We're risking only $18. I don't add more, so don't even consider asking me. It's just a lot of liquidity left behind here, so yeah. Let me just highlight. And I even placed at all-time highs, but I don't believe that's going to be the case today for ES. SPY ETF. Let's look at SPY. Yeah, it took also. One second, my dog wants outside. He wants to go to his grandma upstairs. Hmm. Yeah, it's very similar to what you just said, Ivan. Mm. We're gonna close the stream obviously when we get stopped out. I'll watch the PM session. I'm not gonna trade it. I just wanna have a chill weekend. I don't wanna just do anything else. The only reason why I considered even buying this is just for what we just mentioned, all-time highs and stuff like this. But we have, like, this is a big run already, so I'm expecting for anything to happen. And I don't even want to move my stop loss here in hopes that maybe no. I'm happy with the result we had today. I don't want to rain more of that. It can still go up even though my stop loss will be taken because it's very obvious for you to place your stop loss below the earliest. Yeah. It's okay. I'm done for the day. I want to enjoy my weekend. Let me take some screenshots for journaling purposes. And thank you very much for being here. Why would you complicate yourself? You made so much money today. If it's gonna work out, let's study it and let's keep it as a journal. But why would you try to short at all-time highs? Meanwhile, this is your, oh, sorry for that. This is your weekly candle. Why you're shorting at the top of a weekly candle? It can happen, but why would you risk it? So yeah, no need to short this bullishness. No need, really. There's no need. Studying on only. But yeah, we have relatively cool lows. Like I would like in it under any circumstances I would consider a short. But still, past experiences is telling me that this is not a short right now. This is just a seek for liquidity. It's gonna go higher. You have relatively cool highs over here. Just saying. See ya. Have a good weekend ahead, and we're gonna see each other on Monday. Thanks for being here. Peace.